This morning Jabida reported there was a crack and a flash and the power point feeding the microwave, dishwasher and coffee maker stopped working. So I went and checked, and the RCD hadn't been thrown for that group of circuits. And I looked at the other things plugged into that particular circuit on 3A it was, and they were still live, so this power point had given up. And if we look closely enough, you can see that the neutral line is apparently arced enough to melt things, and yes, it stopped functioning. So as it turned out, I have a replacement for that in the form of two outlets and an auxiliary switch, because that grey lead which comes through the wall there feeds the dishwasher, and what I'll do is I'll wire that directly into this switch and leave the other two power points for the microwave and the coffee maker. Thanks Brian for bringing that. That was among the things I requested brought from Australia. So it was fortuitous to have that on hand at this point, because I had no spare power points left at all. I got the plug wired in okay, but now Azra's in the cupboard doing the rest of the wiring inside. Okay, we're back in business. Dishwasher is on, microwave is on. She'll bring back the coffee maker at some stage and plug that in. And up the back of the cupboard there is the renewed wiring, which should stand up to this, I hope. But all the screws in that plug there, I'm quite sure they're tight this time. I'll show you how we go. Meanwhile, outside, rendering continues. The bench continues. And work has started on the scooter enclosure, and reinforcement for columns for this wall. These walls are going up, so it's all happening as usual. I've previously described my ideas for this scooter enclosure, but here's the corresponding drawing. So the idea is that these, go to it over here. The idea is that these walls will be 1.75 metres high, because that will give me line of sight from the camera that's up here across the top of that wall to get a good view of what's happening at the back door. And going this way, I said okay, that bar should be, lower side should be 2 metres, so I've got no danger of banging my head on it as I do on everything around here. Due to the limitations of the drawing package, I just show Xena wire there, or what we refer to as chain link. That'll actually be something more substantial. I was thinking concrete reinforcing mesh, nice square mesh welded to a frame there, hinged on that vertical I-beam, which is bolted to the beam up the top there using a flat plate bolted through the beam, and down the bottom we can just have a couple of plates like that which are bolted into the concrete using standard anchor bolts to space this off the sliding door by the required amount. I'm thinking probably put those in position as standalone plates bolt them down, then drop the I-beam in and weld, and then do the plate at the top, and then we can have a good solid beam there to hinge the door on. So that's what's going on at the shed at the moment. They're currently boring holes in these verticals in order to put some steel rod in to tie the wall back to with. So there'll be good strong walls. But that's what's on the go today. It's Sunday. These guys work 7 days a week when work's available. So that bench is coming along nicely. And the wall's coming along nicely. Not quite sure what's going to happen there, whether they're going to cap the drain along this section or not. I don't know. We'll see. And meantime, they're drilling the holes over there to put the to tie the ring beams along the top into the posts. So it's going to be strong again. And I need to go over there and do my Sunday routine of draining the pressure accumulator. There's been some more rain, so level's up from 21,000 to just short of 23,000. And that bug may or may not survive being in there. The level will go up slower now because it's actually both tanks going up at the same time, since they're tied together at about that level. Guess I could pull these tomato frames out sometime, given that the tomatoes are long gone. I just noticed there's a couple of passion fruit on my westernmost passion fruit vine. Sure hope my grandson doesn't spot those. I might have a word with Jabito and have him warned off. But yes, we're getting some more flowers here now, so fruit at last. More flowers up there too. So yeah, all three of the passion fruit vines are growing quite vigorously now, which is excellent. The creek has a little bit more water in it, but I think it's not yet flowing. That's just wind ripples. But won't be long now before we get some flow. And I can hear work going on the toll road. They also work 7 days a week. Well, not only is it noisy out here, it's hot too. It's not yet gone 9 AM and it's already over 30 degrees, which is pretty much normal. And kids with cardboard boxes, there you go. It's Monday and work continues, so looks like the drain's going to run through this building. Interesting. Oh, that's interesting to me. What am I talking about? Bench over there will get tiled. Ezra brought home doors yesterday in his truck, so there's a half door there, and I think there's going to be another half door. Well, I thought there was going to be another half door over there, but maybe not, because that's a full height door. And we have some window inserts to go in. And the guys are on to rendering over at the shed. So progress continues. Oh, and more steel was brought back a short time ago, so obviously there's more reinforcement work to be done for something. I guess ring beams for the top of these walls, so there seems to be more reinforcement there than for just that. Oh well, as ever, I will learn more as it happens. It's Tuesday morning. We have the 2 half doors on, 2 windows in, and more to come. Yeah, unclear to me what the plans are, but that's okay. I don't have to understand these things. Cheeky little bastards are up there on the roof of the shed and are not paying rent. I want them dead. Rendering is continuing on the other side of the motor scooter pen. Obviously I've yet to do the rendering on the outside of the bore tank enclosure. And it sounds like they're driving piles again down at the toll road. One thing I've done today is move the second NAS across from the storeroom over to the shed. The one at the top is the old one that failed. The one at the bottom is the newest one. That had been set up in the storeroom to mirror the one that's in the lounge room. But for best practice, they need to be separated a bit more. So I'll put this one over in the shed now, and they will continue to mirror each other. So if I lose one building, I still have my data. The other thing I'm doing is checking this car fridge, because we had this one on the last trip to Jakarta, and we had some problems because this little port replicator thing here, it was plugged into that, and started to get the smell of burning, and this bit here was melting. So I just tested that now, and that appears to be dead, but I think probably the wiring in that is far too light. So I might have to see if I can order one that actually has some decent wiring in it. That one's not up to snuff. It's been running for several minutes now, and the hottest point I can find on that is 42 degrees, so I don't think that is the issue. And also I used to use this fridge previously with no problems. It's only this thing that's the problem. So, see if I can find a better one of those. And this old charger that I've had for many years appears to have bitten the dust. It doesn't like vacuum, and so it's probably got something corroded inside. I don't know what it is with refrigeration devices around here, but the Sharp fridge freezer has been regassed, and it seems to be working okay for now. The Becker freezer, upright freezer that was brought from Australia, that stopped working and it was regassed and worked okay for a few days. They've taken that away now. We told them, fix it, run it for a week. If it's still working after the week, then bring it back, but don't bother if it's not working. Numerous AC systems here have been regassed to make them work, so they all have slow leaks, it seems. And this new ice maker, or relatively new ice maker, yesterday it blew its gas out, so it's not working anymore. I don't know whether this will be fixable or not, but seems to be a consistent thing here that refrigeration gas escapes. A door and a window I've had a coat of paint. Looks like that window's had a coat of paint too, but not yet the door. You'll want to get good waterproof paint on it, otherwise that will be an outside exposed door which will suffer. There's tiling going on underneath the benches. Presumably we'll be going on the benches later too. We now have a doorway, and the walls continue. In Then we have to change the tank. Well, that'll be awkward. It's the only way to get that out when you knock down the wall or take off the roof. And they're doing some more rendering over there. Good old noisy backbone. Tiling work continues out here. So, using my nice cordless angle grinder instead of the corded ones I normally use. I wonder if this is going to get tiled in here. Probably. But yeah, window opening of some kind. Not quite sure what's going to happen up there. Throwing up the doorway. Still rendering on the outside. Have to assume the wall will go up higher on top of that ring beam. Over here at the shed they appear to be done with the rendering. You just have to get iron grill work up on top to secure that opening, or those openings, and the door at this end. So that, well, no rush for it. I'm thinking a coat of white paint on this stuff would be good. Jabata may differ on that because she didn't want this painted white because she said the building was already too bright. We'll see. And it's Friday morning, so it's update time. You can see what's happened to the bore tank enclosure there. It's got the ring beam running across the top of the window. Lintel, I guess. Same with the door. Tiling continues over here. The guy's having a meal break. And we're getting the start of the construction for the side of the door. So this will be where the door goes for the garage, I guess you can call it. But so that's happening. And another thing that happened also, I'll show you. A couple of days ago, a truck turned up outside the front of the house with a big box, fridge type box on it. And I thought, aha, that's our Beco upright freezer come back. This is all the bins and trays from that. So Jabita was saying, oh, where should we put this? I said, oh, well, over the shed. That's why I've got all this gear over here for. And I cleared out the space for it. But it turned out it wasn't that freezer. It's a new LG fridge freezer. So when our Sharp was not working and our Samsung appeared to have died, we had no fridges other than the little car fridge in the lounge room. And I said to Jabita, let's not buy the cheap ones, let's buy something that's actually going to last instead of the likes of the Sharp. So she went out and came back with the little Aqua fridge and freezer that are in the back kitchen, and then subsequently the Samsung started working again. We got the Sharp, had a hole in the pipe apparently that got welded up and was recharged with gas, and that's working again. So we've got all those working fridges in the house. But when she'd gone out to buy those new ones, she got an order in for this LG, which you can see has got a 10-year warranty on it. So we have yet another fridge freezer. This can just sit here protected from bird crap on top by its box until we have another failure, I guess. And then if and when the Beco comes back, I've got to clear a bit of space here. So, well, that stainless steel tray there, I can just move that to the side, I guess. And I figure I want to put it here because that's where the power points are and there's a bit of space. So yeah, we've cornered the market in refrigerators now. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty still here, as can be seen from the smoke rising from the rubbish burning facility. And it's pretty warm too, even though it's only gone 9 o'clock. But time to add this to the end of my weekly update and do an upload. You may hear that my voice is a bit different because I'm a bit congested at the moment. Got some bug that's going around, it seems.